The DO35 hitch comes attached to our Toyota Hilux tow shaft with the pin and the clip. This should just fit directly into your tow. If it doesn't, I'll show you how to change it over. Most cars will fit the Toyota shaft into their tow as well, but if for whatever reason the pins do not align, you'll have to change your tow ball with the DO35. I'll show you how to do that now. If the shaft does not fit into the back of your car, then you can just turn the Toyota sideways to the left to give you some leverage. So with your shaft you'll do this to take your tow ball off, and then with mine you'll do this to take the DO35, and then you'll have to swap the actual pins over. To do this, we also supply this tool which attaches to the nut here, and then you push it down on your tow. Depending on how many times you change it, it's maybe a little bit too tight and you might have to put some WD-40, which we also have as well, but it definitely goes in a downward motion. So if it's really tight, sometimes you can just put your foot on this spanner to get it to go around and to get it loose. Once the nuts are off, you can just remove the hitch, and then this can be attached to your tow shaft, and then you just leave my shaft and pin and clip behind, and then we can swap them back when you return. Now you have the DO35 hitch on your tow. You can reverse it up to the Caravan. Make sure there is somebody spotting you, so you can make sure that you're not too high. If you do need to raise it, you can just use a jockey and turn that to raise the actual hitch. Once you can see the pin directly over the tow, you can start to lower it down. Because it's a single axle, if it's a little bit off to one side or the other, you can nudge it a little bit so you can get it a bit more over the actual pin. Use the jockey to lower it down. Once the 360 pin comes through, you press this red button here, and then that locks it in place. If that doesn't happen, then just give it a nudge, it may not be in properly, and then as soon as you've done that, it's locked in, you can take the handbrake off. The next thing is to attach the 12 pin into the back of your car. This is also the lid for the DO35 tow, and you just need to make sure that sits on there nice and neat. If it doesn't sit on properly, it normally means that you haven't pressed this red button. And so yeah, just check that, otherwise it should sit there neatly. The things that you need to attach are the chains. There's one on either side. With these, we actually cross them over and then attach them to your car. You'll also need to remove the jockey. You do that by just turning this. Maybe not so heavy-handed or one-handed. And then that just fits into the actual cubby hole here, so it's easy accessible when you arrive at your destination. Once you have the chains attached, the 12 pin plug attached, the pin locked in and the cap on, the handbrake down, the jockey removed, close that up, you can then check the brake lights and the indicator lights on the back of the Caravan.